One Man United star is delighted with decision to replace Eric Tanak with Ruben Amorim. Manchester United are set to hire Ruben Amorim as their new manager to replace Eric Tanh, and the club sources have revealed to CaughtOffside that Bruno Fernandes is delighted with the decision. The Portugal international is understood to be a huge admirer of his fellow countryman, who has done impressive work at Sporting Lisbon and who was also firmly on the radar of Manchester City. Amorim is now closing in on moving to Man United following the news that Ten Hag had been sacked after this dire start to the season at Old Trafford continued with another defeat to West Ham. Although Fernandes sent Ten Hag a classy message via Instagram to thank the Dutchman for what he'd done, it's not too surprising to hear that he is thrilled to see Amorim coming in. Most fans will surely feel Amorim has it in him to be a major upgrade on Ten Hag, who had badly struggled to implement his playing style in over 2 years in Manchester. It's not been a great start to the season for Fernandes, who has been a long way off his usual best form, but perhaps the arrival of Amorim can give him a lift. One imagines most of the United squad will be pleased that a change has been made, as they simply didn't look happy under Ten Hag, but getting Fernandes firing again could be a particularly big boost for the team. When Fernandes is at his best, he is a world-class attacking midfielder who can score and create, so for him to be struggling for the Red Devils has undoubtedly hurt the team. It will be interesting to see how Amorim uses Fernandes and what tactical changes he brings to the team in general, but it certainly seemed like time for a change, and this will bring fresh optimism to Old Trafford for the rest of the season ahead. Ugarte is said to benefit from Ten Hag sacking. Amorim could get best out of him. Manchester United midfielder Manuel Ugarte has had a frustrating start to his debut season following his arrival from Paris Saint-Germain. The Uruguayan was expected to secure a regular starting role in midfield, but he was largely on the bench under former manager Eric Tanak. The 23-year-old has played just 112 minutes in the Premier League with a solitary start. He was recently praised by Ten Hag for his performance against Fenerbahce, but was an unused substitute in the 2-1 loss to West Ham United. With Ten Hag no longer in charge, it could be a blessing in disguise for Ugarte. The midfielder could finally get a regular run of games to prove his credentials. Ugarte has shown glimpses of his immense quality with his passing range and dual winning skills. He was brilliant in the Europa League game in Istanbul, where he was up for the physical challenge against Sofyan Amrabat and Fred in the heart of the midfield. The midfielder also made a terrific goal line clearance to deny Dusan Tadic, but Ten Hag surprisingly benched him for Casemiro in a must-win game last weekend. Casemiro had a good all-round outing. The Brazilian scored United's only goal of the game while making 7 clearances, 9 recoveries, and winning 7 duels. Ugarte and Casemiro must start together when United face Chelsea in Sunday's much-awaited league encounter at Old Trafford. The Blues have 3 of the best defensive midfielders in the league in Moses Caicedo, Romeo Lavia, and Enzo Fernandez. The midfield battle could decide the contest. United also have a Carabao Cup fourth-round tie versus Leicester City tonight. Interim boss Ruud van Nistelrooy has the opportunity to experiment with Ugarte and Casemiro in that game so they can improve their chemistry in the center of the park. Ugarte has a high possibility of becoming a mainstay in the team, with the Sporting manager Ruben Amorim reportedly ready to succeed Ten Hag. The midfielder made a name for himself during his time in Lisbon. He was brilliant under Amorim's tutelage and will be delighted by the prospect of a reunion with him. Pep Guardiola makes Eric Tanak prediction following Man United sacking. Pep Guardiola has backed Eric Tanak to come back stronger following his sacking as Manchester United manager. Ten Hag was relieved of his duties on Monday following the weekend's 2-1 defeat to West Ham. The result left United 14th in the Premier League, equidistant from the Champions League places and relegation zone 7 points, while the Red Devils have won just 4 of 13 matches across all competitions this season. Ten Hag won FA Cup and Carabao Cup titles during his time at Old Trafford. but that wasn't enough to save his job, with United's Premier League form absolutely woeful since the start of last season. Sporting's Ruben Amorim has quickly emerged as the overwhelming favorite to replace Ten Hag, and a deal for the Portuguese manager is seemingly all but done. Until then, former Man United striker Ruud van Nistelrooy will take interim charge. A club as big as Manchester United sacking their manager is bound to send shockwaves throughout the footballing world. Indeed, most Premier League managers were quizzed about the Dutchman's departure during their press conferences at the start of this week. Man City boss Pep Guardiola was no different, but he backed Ten Hag to bounce back quickly and highlighted his case as a reason why no manager is safe in football, including himself. He said, "I'm so sorry for him. I have an incredible relationship with him. He represented United in the highest level in terms of behavior. Football manager is one of the only professions where people expect you to be sacked. I don't see it with architects, doctors, or teachers. It's only in our job. We have to accept it. I wish him all the best. He is going to come back stronger. He knows that our jobs depend on the results. If the results are not good enough, you will be sacked. I'm saying that about myself. I'm not an exception." Ruben Amorim confirms Manchester United interest, but says he doesn't know one crucial detail. Ruben Amorim has confirmed he has interest from Manchester United, but has not yet committed to taking the job, as he says he doesn't know if he is taking charge of his last game with Sporting Lisbon. Amorim was given a standing ovation by Sporting fans at last night's game, as it's widely felt that the Portuguese tactician will soon be leaving the club to replace Eric Tanh at Old Trafford. However, Amorim himself doesn't necessarily seem sure, with the 39-year-old quoted by BBC Sport as suggesting that he still needs to make a final decision on the move. One imagines it would be hard to turn down a huge opportunity like this, but Amorim doesn't seem sure it's 100% a done deal yet, and he wasn't keen to describe last night's game as a farewell to Sporting. Amorim spoke to Sport TV in a video while the BBC translated his quotes, and in a later press conference, Amorim said, "Nothing is decided yet. I don't know if it's the farewell game or not. There is interest from Manchester United. There is the payment of a contract term, and when I have something more solid, I will come here and tell my position because it will be my choice. While I don't have everything decided for one side or the other, I can't tell much more." Amorim looks an exciting potential appointment for United, who have endured a difficult period under Ten Hag, even if he did manage to win two trophies in just over 2 years in charge. Other top managers have also struggled at United in recent times, so there is no guarantee for anyone coming into a club that has, in many ways, never really been able to move on from Sir Alex Ferguson since his retirement in 2013. Victor Gores already being lined up to be Ruben Amorim's first Manchester United signing. Manchester United could move to sign Sporting Lisbon striker Victor Gores in January or the summer. In a spectacular day of news, Eric Tanak was sacked as manager of the Red Devils and Ruud van Nistelrooy was installed as interim coach. If that was not enough drama for one day, news rapidly broke throughout the evening that United were in talks to appoint Sporting Lisbon manager Ruben Amorim. It has since been reported that the 39-year-old has verbally agreed a deal with United and has given the green light for the move, with only compensation between Sporting and United left to agree. With the Red Devils languishing in 14th place in the table and having scored just 8 goals in 9 Premier League matches, there will be many issues for Amorim to fix if he is to be announced the new man to sit on the Old Trafford hot seat. The Manchester Evening News reports that he already may be lining up his first audition from his current side. Finally, according to the Manchester-based outlet, it would not be a surprise to see Amorim seek a reunion with Gyökeres at some point in 2025 as a priority when it comes to incoming deals. The sensational striker has been linked to United in the past, and it was reported former United manager Ten Hag was keen to bring the player in but the Red Devils opted to sign Joshua Zirkzee instead. Amorim has certainly got the best out of the informed striker, as he has plundered 59 goals and 65 appearances since moving to Sporting Lisbon in 2023, and United fans will certainly dream about the impact the two could have together at the Theatre of Dreams. I will be uploading daily Man United news, so keep your eyes on the channel and don't forget to like and subscribe. I appreciate your support. Peace out.